Versus Newcastle then. The visitors have had a bad week going out of the UEFA Cup, and Charlton had a bad Saturday with West Ham and Man City both winning yesterday, so nothing less than a win would do today.
It's the hope that kills you, and Alan Pardew's been cruel enough to give Charlton some hope of an escape since his escape from West Ham. Standing in their way today, an extravagantly mid-table Newcastle side now out of Europe, but they do have a striker who seems to know where the goal is. At Charlton for us, Alistair Mann.
Alan Pardew's estimate is 5 wins from their remaining 9 games to stay up. Glenn Roeder's target is even greater than that as they seek points for European qualification. Ordinarily, leading scorer Darren Bent would have been given a further week to fully restore his fitness from a knee problem, but his inclusion is indicative of the precious need for victory today. In all, there are still 4 changes to the side who drew at Watford. Suleiman Diawara is back from suspension, Marcus Bent and Herman Hreidarsson from injury. There's a first start for China's captain Zheng in midfield. Glenn Roeder was critical of his side's defending as they were knocked out of Europe on Thursday night, so it's no surprise to see Oguchi Onyewu and Craig Moore installed as the centre-back pairing. More of a surprise is the inclusion at left-back of Damien Duff. Emre replaces the suspended Nicky Butt. Antoine Sibierski supports Obafemi Martins up front. Here's Duff. Nice ball threaded through for Dyer. Space for Sibierski. The flag stays down. Really good tackle. At speed by Diawara. Had to time it accurately in order to prevent a need for a decision from the referee, and it was as clean as a whistle. He has been extremely keen to stress the need for wins and not draws as they try to climb clear. Glenn Roeder wants a positive response after what he described as a hugely disappointing performance in Holland. Away by Moore. Zheng on the edge of the area, a free kick to Charlton. Scott Parker is bemused by the verdict. It is very central. Up went Parker, up went Zheng. It was the raising of the foot that the referee didn't like. Elkar caught it. Looks as though he is readying himself to have a blast. Here he comes. It was always going off target. I think he sliced it. I think it hit the side rather than the main part of his foot. Breaks for Martins. Plays in Milner, who went for goal first time, and it was worth the attempt. Full marks for the venom in the strike, but not so for the accuracy. Onyewu. Solano. Dyer was caught. That'll be a Newcastle free kick, and there can't be too much of an argument from Matt Holland. Dyer stayed down. Mistimed rather than malicious, but a painful one nonetheless, particularly the way in which he fell. A player whose career has been a catalogue of one injury after another. It's always a tremendous concern when you see Kieran Dyer hobbling. Young again, Givens ball. Well, he missed it. And just for a second, Darren Bent had a volleying opportunity. And he was amazed that it arrived at him. And that cross from Thomas was allowed to go all the way through as well. But he just didn't expect it to arrive. Given looked the favourite, seemed to be in the right position and missed it. In by Solano towards Sibierski. Header away by Young was a good one. Well, Newcastle drew a blank in Holland. They haven't scored in their previous 2 Premiership games either. Can Obafemi Martins change it now? Well, they can't. They're just going through one of those patches, Newcastle United, and indeed Obafemi Martins, when the goals aren't coming. Onside, golden opportunity, and of all players to miss it, Obafemi Martins. Here's Young. Can Charlton react to that escape and find a goal themselves? No communication between Zheng and Darren Bent, but it's a foul, which gives them a shooting opportunity. A challenge on Andy Thigh by James Milner. It's Bent. It's the bar. Back in by Zheng. The first shot on target in the game, and the deadlock is broken. Well, time stood still. Everybody watched, held their breath as Zheng guided the ball into the back of the net. Off the bar, and a really good controlled header by the China captain, and it's his first goal in English football. Fateful moments can sometimes shape a season. Obafemi Martins misses a sitter at one end, and then the ball comes back off the bar and is guided in by Zheng at the other. Header away by Moore, gathered in by Thomas. Solano's gone across with it. Thomas's ball picks out Bent, and palmed away by Given. Charlton are starting to find gaps in the Newcastle rearguard. And Ramadal comes away with it for Charlton. Keeps on going, and in the end he's upended by Moore, and it is a free kick to Charlton. Well, it was like a sprinter in a hurdle race. He got over the first couple, couldn't leap over the third. Free kick has been taken quickly again. Chance for Bent! Great save by Given, and this time Zheng hits it over. A wonderful save by Shay Given. Most of his weight had gone the other way here, and he's gone backwards and saved it. That is brilliant goalkeeping. Zheng, now Ramadal. Once more on Yewu. Young with a throw. Holland shows for him. Here he is again. A mistake, a chance for Bent! Side netting. Oh, you'd have backed him. You'd have backed him to have smashed that into the net. Misjudgment. And he found the side netting. Well, is that going to be another pivotal moment in this game? Emre. A tangle, referee waves play on. Here's Dyer. Sibierski to his right, still with Dyer. Brilliant play from him. Sibierski claims of handball. The Charlton fans stay silent. The Newcastle fans are going wild. But it's a terrific run from Dyer. Well, it's no wonder that those nearest to it felt it was a handball. It hit his hand, it was behind him, it was part of a slide, but the old phrase goes, you have seen them given. Meanwhile, Kieran Dyer's last contribution will have been that run and cross. He's been hampered by injury since pretty much the midpoint of the first half. Here's Zheng, he's onside. Still with it, looking up. Good block from Given. Well, his contributions have been significant already today, Shay Given. Here's another one. Here's Darren Bent. Oh, it got trapped under his foot. Well, he hasn't scored yet, Darren Bent, but the ball keeps arriving at his feet in threatening positions. There's Obafemi Martins, who has had by far and away Newcastle's best opportunity. Here's Onyewu. Good tackle by Darren Bent. Can he go on his own? Zheng's in the middle. Darren Bent goes for goal. Zheng claims he was fouled. And once again, the ball goes well off target. Yeah, well, it was all his own work, this. Really good harrying and hassling, and a clean tackle. And in the corner of his eye, he saw Zheng fall to the floor and decided there was only one option. Well, Darren Bent has done everything but score today. He's given his all. And he's going to have about an 8-minute rest. Kevin Lisby replaces it. Alan Pardew can afford to look calm, but I'm sure he's not deep down. Here's Lisby. Now Zheng to finish it. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Solano looks perplexed. And Charlton have a penalty kick for this challenge. Well, he has had a significant afternoon, Zheng. Scorer of the first goal. Is he going to be, in effect, the creator of the second by winning the penalty? His challenge, and bearing in mind he was on a booking, he'll be mightily relieved there was no card brandished. Well, the pressure is on the penalty taker. 3 points beckon. 3 points for Charlton Athletic. #1 win of 5. And don't write off Alan Pardew's side yet. Really good penalty. Into the corner. Given the wrong way. And listen to the noise. Listen to the chant. We are staying up. That's the message. Given with a kick towards Sibierski. On towards Obafemi Martins. Andy Fye will clear it to Thomas. One back by Solano, gathered in by Milner, and that's in the arms of Carson. Well, he opted to punch. Here's Nzogbia, and at last a shot on target. And look at the reactions of Scott Carson. It's been a quiet afternoon on the whole for him, but when called into action, he is capable of this. Terrific save. He will have much to ponder as he makes the trip back to Newcastle. A cheer rings around the valley. 7 points from the last 3 games. Jerome Thomas's penalty and Zheng's vital header after Darren Bent hit the crossbar. And just at the right time, Charlton Athletic and Alan Pardew have got a little bit of momentum. And those teams above them who believe that they are creeping towards safety, keep looking over your shoulder, because Charlton are coming. It's ended Charlton 2, Newcastle 0.
I thought Newcastle caused us a lot of problems at the start, and they kind of took the sting out of our start. They passed it well, they had a little diamond in our midfield, and it caused us a lot of problems. But what got us through that period was a strong back four, good disciplines to sort of just stay with it. We addressed a few things at half-time and was a lot better second half, and probably just edged it on that performance.
The only disappointment of the first half was obviously we didn't score a goal when we were so dominant. They obviously wasn't aware how we was going to play midfield, and they struggled to get the grips of us in there, and we moved the ball very nicely, played some good football, but we didn't score a goal, which would have made a massive difference. That goes without saying.
And Mark, was this Charlton playing above themselves, Newcastle playing below themselves?
I think a bit of both, really. Obviously as an ex-Charlton player, I really wanted them to do well. And Alan Pardew, obviously, I've spoken to, and he's told me what he expects from the players, how he's tried to prepare them for the last 11 games of the season, not just one. And he said that he wants them to have the ability, if they have a bad result, not to dwell on it too much, to try and move forward and push for these extra points they need. But this is a great result for Charlton. I think, as we can see, it's drew them closer to Sheffield United.
So what was it, a tempo, or just class, just a bit of confidence finally coming into the game? Or
well, you know, they got like 7 points at the last sort of 3 games, and that sort of builds the confidence. Because it's all right him telling the players things, the players have to believe it, but the results will give them the confidence to believe in themselves. And you can see now they're having a real go. I know that he said if they're going down all guns blazing. They're going to have a real go, not with a whimper. And today was, you know, I think Newcastle caused them problems at the start of the game, didn't they? They sort of passed it around them, as Alan Pardew said, but then he said what kept them in it, resilient back 4, and then they moved forward, and you know they had the extra firepower.
And it was a player from China who impressed you, Gav.
Yeah, Zheng, the China captain, he's 26 years old, and I thought when he moved into the middle in the second half and played just off of the front, I think it was extremely dangerous. He's very, very fit, tremendous work ethic, technically sound. But what stood out to me today was his movement. He scores a goal. And he does really well. It's a good header, this, by the way. You know, he's to generate all the power and guide it in. If you look at it from here, we circle him here. He's first to react. Look, he loses Dyer. First to react, looking for the knockdown as it comes off the bar. And he was always looking to get in and around anything in and around the box. Cross from Thomas on the left-hand side. Just watch him circled here. Now, forget the ball. It's all about his movement and creating space. Now, he wants a knockdown into the shaded area here. Anything down there, he's onto it for a shot at goal. The fact that it slightly goes over the head, that doesn't matter. The intention is there. Again, a ball whipped in. Similar position. This time, it's a half chance. If you look at it from here, here he's circled. As it goes over everyone's head here, look, they all go to sleep. Who's the first to move and react? Zheng. And that's how he gets the space. That's how he gets that chance. And that's his intention at all times. This is deeper. Watch him here. He's laid the ball off. Now, he's looking to get in past Parker. Parker goes to sleep. He's driving into this area. What he needs from his front man is to hold it up really well and lay it into his path. And he'd be in for a chance to drive into the box. As it happens, it breaks down. But again, it's good, intelligent movement. Look at this. Bent wins it, and he's on his bike. He will fight you for every inch on that park to get ahead of you and to get into the box. And here, he does it really well. It's a great effect. Spins in here. Gets him a good first touch, and that's the penalty kick, and that leads to the second goal, which ties up the game. And, you know, he was influential today and could be influential in maybe keeping Charlton up.
So if Newcastle want to play the if-only game, what would they look at today?
It could have been so different. I mean, Newcastle had chances. I think Obafemi Martins, who's having a really good season, 16 goals in his first year, I think he gets a good opportunity. I thought he was offside at first, but it's Horizon keeping him on. Now, he just gets his feet mixed up there. If he just chests that down just a little bit more to his left-hand side, he gets a clear. You can see he has to stutter. That's a great chance. That was at 0-0. And then this is a penalty appeal. Kieran Dyer, down the side, Al Kakori, he slides on the deck. And if you watch this, his left hand, as he's landing on the deck, just hits his left hand there. I don't think that's a penalty. And that's at 1-0. And then this is Nzogby, the sub, who comes on. Carson punches out. Not bad, but this is a great save. And I think it was all written before, and I think on the day, I think Charlton
deserved it for their second half performance, and Pardew's creating a momentum there now and a real feel-good factor, and they've got something going.
I think we just see the bottom of the table. Suddenly, if I was a Sheffield United fan, I wouldn't be sleeping so well.
It's a glimmer. Charlton have got a glimmer. You'd rather be in Sheffield United's position, of course. But they've got to still play Charlton. There's, the Wigan are involved there. There's points to be won. I think Charlton will be looking ahead and thinking we've got winnable games coming up. With Sheffield United losing Rob Hulse, a broken leg as well. He's their leading scorer.
That's the closest it's been at the bottom for 6 weeks.
What about Newcastle, though? How fantastic for their fans. No, have nothing to worry about now. There's no chance of Europe. There's no real chance of going down. It must be just beautiful. Summer has come.
With Martins and Michael Owen next year and Kieran Dyer, I think it's exciting for them. I think it's exciting up front, and it's just unfortunate now they're out of everything.
OK.